Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been an awfully long time since I have updated, and I apologize for that. Today's date is April 2nd of 2020, at least the day I'm recording this. And when we look back on this video in the future, you guys will know that it is a bit of a crazy time. Right now, we are in the process of social distancing so we can flatten the curve of the COVID-19 virus. At this point in time, Walt Disney World is closed, but I am doing a Walt Disney World video in the hopes that very, very soon we will be back together in our happy place. So, and what better time than when you're in quarantine and stuck at home to update your YouTube channel? All of the things that you say you don't have time for, well, guess what? We all have a lot of time for them now. And actually, this is take two because, like many of you, my whole family is home. And they all just barged in in the middle of me recording this video. So I'm trying it again. All right, so let's dive in. At the beginning of the year, Walt Disney World announced they were adding a fourth dining plan option. So I'm gonna take some time to go through your dining plan options, how you use them, and what the value is of the dining plan. And I will say I 100% believe in the Disney dining plan. And why the heck do I do that? Because food at Walt Disney World is expensive. It is hard to figure out what your budget is going to be. We can make good guesses about how our family is going to eat when we're there. But it's kind of hard to walk into the Magic Kingdom or any of those parks and know what your budget is going to be on any kind of given day. And the great thing about the Disney dining plan is that it's already paid for. You've prepaid for it, and your family doesn't have to worry about counting those dollars when you're in the parks. You can eat and drink and be merry. So let's go through the basics of the Disney dining plan. Any of your options are going to give you meal credits and snack credits per night of your stay. So that's really critical that you understand that your credits are based on the number of nights that you are staying at your Walt Disney World resort. So if you have a 4-night stay, 1, 2, 3, 4, but you plan on being in the parks for 5 days, right? That means that you've got to understand that you've only got 4 credits for your meals, okay? So depending on the dining plan, it could either be, it could be like 4 table service, 4 quick service. It's based on the number of nights, okay? Not the number of days. That throws some people off, especially if you're getting into Walt Disney World very early on that first morning and you're planning on hitting the parks that first day, or you've got a very late flight at the end, and on your last day you do plan on using going to the parks or even Disney Springs. So it's based on the number of nights. Okay. The other thing to remember is that if you book a signature dining meal, okay, signature dining are high-end dining experiences: Cinderella's Royal Table, Tiffin's, Gico, California Grill, Le Cellier, just to name a few, are considered signature dining. That means that you will use 2 credits for that experience. Okay? So if you've got 4 nights and you use 2 of your credits, that means you've got 2 credits left. Okay? So I know it can seem really, really complicated, but trust me, once you get the hang of it, and you're going to pre-plan all of those meals anyways. You're going to book all of your sit-down dining experiences well in advance, but just be aware. It's based on the number of nights, okay? And signature dining always uses 2 credits instead of 1. Okay, so now let's break down your options. And I'm actually going to start with the classic Disney dining plan because it is absolutely the dining plan that I book the most for my clients, and because I do think it's the best value. On the classic Disney dining plan, it's not called classic, it's just Disney dining plan, but the Disney dining plan, you get 1 table service. Table service means you sit down at a table and you order from a waiter or a waitress, okay? They serve you at your table. Table service. Quick service, anything like your food courts, or your walk-up windows where you order and you take your food with you, okay? That is quick service. So your food courts in your resorts, or like Casey's Corner, Flame Tree Barbecue, ABC Commissary, where you order at a counter or a window and you take your food with you to go. Okay, so table service, you get one of those per night. You get one quick service per night of your stay, and you get 2 snack credits per night of your stay. Snack credits can be used for anything from a beverage like a coffee to French fries, potato barrels, those awesome like waffles that they have at the Storybook Treats. A lot of things can be a snack credit, and a snack credit can be used on something that's pretty filling. So for the most part, between the snack credits and then those 2 meal credits, the quick service and the table service, most people find that the Disney dining plan offers the best value. You get a lot of food with that. But don't leave any of those snack credits on the table. So people think, oh, 2 credits per night, that's not very much. But surprisingly, a lot of people get to the end of their stay and they have snack credits left. So make sure that you're using them. And if all else fails, stock up on those to-go items, those prepackaged Mickey Rice Krispie treats, all of those things that can be used as a snack credit. So take those home. Don't leave money on the table. So that's the Disney dining plan. And that is by far, I think, the best value. We're using that on our next trip coming up. We're doing Cinderella's Royal Table, so we're using 2 credits for that. We're also doing breakfast at Ohana. So we have 3 credits because we are staying 3 nights on Disney property, and that's how we're using our 3 table service credits with Ohana and Cinderella's Royal Table. And Cinderella's Royal Table for us, if we were to pay out of pocket, would be almost $240. So tremendous value for using the dining plan. Your other options in dining plan, so they added a 4th option this year, but you also have a quick service option. Quick service option is going to give you 2 quick service meals per day, or per night, sorry, and 2 snack credits per night. This is a good dining plan if your entire family doesn't plan to have a sit-down meal together every day, okay? So who might this be good for? You are a family that has teenagers, and your teenagers are old enough at this point to go and explore on their own. You don't need to be with them, okay? So they're heading out into the parks during the day. You might be staying back at the resort, or you and your partner might be going to a nice dinner on your own, okay? So with the dining plan, it's an all or nothing, okay? So everybody on the family has to be on the same plan. But the quick service might be good if you don't expect to see those teenagers every day or have a sit-down meal with them every day. Because it's going to preload everything onto that for them. You don't have to budget. They're on their own. You don't have to give them money. It's great. And then if you and your partner want to have a nice dinner, the 2 of you, you would just pay out of pocket for that. So that might be a good value for you to do the quick service, because you don't want to pay for a table service meal for everybody in your family if they're not eating them. And then we have the Disney Dining Plan Plus. The Disney Dining Plan Plus is 2 meal credits every day, and it doesn't matter how you use them. So you can use them either table service or quick service, okay? So you just get 2 generic meal plan credits, okay? So you could use them on quick service, you can use them on table service, you can use those towards your signature, however you want to do it, okay? It doesn't delineate between a quick service meal and a table service meal. And then you get your 2 snacks. An important thing to note when you're thinking about these things is a meal. So a table service meal consists of an entree, a beverage, and if you're over 21, it can be an alcoholic beverage, and a dessert, okay? So you don't need to use your snack credits, okay? Because your meal already comes with your entree, your dessert, and your drink. Your quick service meal comes with your entree and your drink, okay? So that's 1 quick service credit or 1 table service credit. You still have those snack credits. I know, it's probably getting very confusing at this point, but I promise you, it does get a little bit easier. Once you're kind of doing it and planning it, it starts to make sense. So you've got quick service, you've got Disney dining, you've got Disney Plus, Disney Dining Plus, and then you have your deluxe Disney dining, which is the granddaddy. It is a lot of food. It gives you 3 meals per day, and they can be either quick service or table service, okay? But you get 3 meal credits per day plus the 2 snacks. I don't use a lot of the deluxe Disney dining. I will be perfectly honest with you. For a lot of people, that is way too much food. But if you plan on doing a lot of signature dining, so this might be a family that, again, it might not be with the kids. This might be mom and dad going down for an adults-only escape. And you're planning on doing a lot of signature dining, this is what you would want to do, because those are going to be your 2 credits every day. And you would still have 1 more credit left over, and you'd get your snacks. So the deluxe Disney dining plan is great. And it can be a great value, but it really is for a specific type of diner. That's why the vast majority of my folks go with the Disney dining plan. You get that quick service, you get that table service, you get those 2 snack credits. It really is sort of the middle of the road and how most people are going to end up eating at Disney World. And again, like I said, it's a really good value if you use it correctly, which means, you've got to actually make sure you have those reservations. You've got to be eating your food. Don't leave those snack credits on the table. But it just takes a lot of stress off of the budget, because you know exactly how much you're going to spend, and it's already paid for before you guys even hit the resort. So I know it might sound complicated to keep track of all the credits. Once you kind of get it in front of you, it's not as stressful. I promise. The biggest thing to know is that you can always check and see how many credits you have left. So Disney will load all of your credits up front the second you check in onto your Magic Band and in your My Disney Experience account, which means if you wanted to go hog wild on day 1 and eat all of your credits, you could do that. It's not rationed per day. So I think some people get a little worried because they're worried that it's rationed by day. It's not. They're all up front, so you can use them any way you want during the duration of your stay. But to keep track of them, you've got 2 options. You can log into your My Disney Experience app, and it will always keep track of what you've used in the app. The other thing is to look at the bottom of all of your receipts. If you've used your dining plan, it will tell you on the bottom of the receipt where you're at in terms of credits. So you can definitely keep track of it. So that's the update on the dining plan. I absolutely think that if you're going to Disney, you should seriously consider one of those options, because it does end up being a really good value. It helps you plan in terms of budgeting what you need to do ahead of time. So it's done. It's paid for. 30 days before you even hit the resort, all of your food is done. So think about an all-inclusive resort. And especially if you've got a big family, everybody can have what they want. Everybody's credits are loaded onto their Magic Band. So, even if you don't have teenagers, but you have a kiddo that wants to get ice cream, they can run over and grab ice cream. They can get, whatever they want for their snack credits. Mom, you can grab the biggest Starbucks coffee you can find for your snack credit if you need it. So it is a really good option. I know it sounds a little overwhelming to begin with, but at the end of the day, it actually does save you a lot of time, money, and effort. If you have any questions about the Disney dining plan, any of the options, absolutely drop them in the comments below. I'm here to help. So with that being said, I will see you guys real soon.